For centuries, astrologers and spiritual seekers have speculated about the Age of Aquarius, a new astrological epoch thought to bring transformation to humanity. This age, governed by the airy and progressive sign of Aquarius, is said to herald innovation, unity, and a redefinition of society's priorities. Rooted in astrological cycles and popularized during the 1960s countercultural movement, the Age of Aquarius promises revolutionary shifts in how we think, live, and interact. But what will this age actually bring? Through a blend of historical insights, astrological interpretations, and a creative look at future possibilities, this book explores the Age of Aquarius in 5 key chapters. The concept of astrological ages originates from one of the most profound yet subtle cosmic mechanisms, the precession of the equinoxes. This astronomical phenomenon occurs because the Earth wobbles slightly as it spins on its axis, a movement caused by gravitational forces exerted by the Sun and Moon. Over roughly 26,000 years, this wobble causes the Earth's axial orientation to slowly shift, altering the constellation that aligns with the spring equinox. Each astrological age spans about 2,160 years, corresponding to the 12 signs of the zodiac, which divide the celestial sphere into equal parts. The Age of Aquarius represents not just a specific astrological period, but a transformation of collective consciousness. To understand the significance of this shift, we must first explore the historical context and thematic patterns of previous ages. Each astrological age leaves its mark on human culture, religion, philosophy, and societal organization. These epochs, named after the zodiac signs, serve as archetypal templates that shape humanity's collective experience. The current transition out of the Age of Pisces is a momentous event. Pisces, symbolized by 2 fish swimming in opposite directions, represents duality, faith, mysticism, and sacrifice. Historically, this age has been closely linked with the rise of organized religions and the dominance of hierarchical systems. The Piscean Age saw the birth of major world religions such as Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism, which emphasized salvation, divine authority, and the transcendent power of faith. These themes permeated every aspect of human life, from governance and education to art and literature. However, as the Age of Pisces wanes, its structures and paradigms begin to dissolve. The contradictions within its archetypes become more apparent. Humanity has witnessed the disillusionment with institutionalized religion, the questioning of traditional authority, and the erosion of belief systems that once united civilizations. These shifts are not signs of collapse, but rather heralds of transformation, a prelude to the Aquarian Age. The Age of Aquarius introduces a radically different set of archetypal energies. Governed by the air sign Aquarius and its ruling planet, Uranus, this epoch emphasizes individuality, innovation, and collective progress. Aquarius is symbolized by the water-bearer, a figure who pours out the waters of knowledge, truth, and enlightenment for the benefit of all. Unlike the emotional and spiritual waters of Pisces, Aquarius brings intellectual clarity, scientific discovery, and a focus on universal principles. Astrologers often describe Aquarius as forward-thinking, detached, and rebellious. These qualities suggest a time of upheaval and reorganization as humanity seeks to dismantle outdated structures and replace them with systems that reflect equality and inclusivity. The Aquarian impulse drives us to transcend personal ego and embrace collective well-being, while simultaneously valuing individuality and freedom of expression. This transition, however, is not instantaneous. The shift between ages occurs gradually, over centuries. The Earth does not suddenly wake up one day to find itself under a new zodiacal influence. Instead, the energies of the emerging age interweave with those of the preceding one, creating a liminal period of overlap. During this time, the themes of both ages coexist, often in tension. For example, while the Piscean Age continues to influence us with its focus on spirituality and devotion, the Aquarian energies increasingly push us toward rationality, progress, and humanitarianism. We are living in this transitional period where the contradictions between Pisces and Aquarius are particularly vivid. The global rise of technology and communication networks exemplifies Aquarian innovation, yet these advancements coexist with crises rooted in Piscean duality, such as ideological polarization and religious conflicts. These tensions are part of the natural process of evolution, as humanity integrates the lessons of the past while reaching for the future. Looking back at historical transitions between ages, we find patterns that can inform our understanding of the present shift. For instance, the transition from the age of Aries to the age of Pisces brought a shift from the warrior cultures of antiquity, symbolized by Aries the ram, to the religious and spiritual movements of the Piscean era. Aries, associated with leadership, conquest, and individuality, shaped the era of great empires and heroes like Alexander the Great. However, as the age of Pisces dawned, the focus shifted from earthly power to divine purpose, with figures like Jesus and the Buddha embodying the Piscean ideals of compassion and self-sacrifice. Similarly, the transition to the age of Aquarius is expected to bring about profound changes in human society. The hierarchical and centralized systems that dominated the Piscean age are likely to give way to decentralized and collaborative models. The Aquarian emphasis on technology and knowledge sharing suggests a world where information flows freely, empowering individuals and communities to innovate and solve problems collectively. This cosmic shift is not limited to societal structures. It also influences human consciousness on a deep level. The Piscean age was characterized by a reliance on external authority, whether in the form of religious leaders, monarchs, or institutions. In contrast, the Aquarian age encourages self-awareness, critical thinking, and the recognition of one's inner authority. This shift reflects a broader spiritual evolution, as humanity moves from seeking salvation outside itself to realizing its inherent potential for growth and transformation. While the age of Aquarius holds immense promise, it is not without its challenges. The archetype of Aquarius carries both light and shadow. On the positive side, it inspires innovation, intellectual breakthroughs, and a commitment to humanitarian ideals. However, its shadow side includes detachment, rebellion for its own sake, and a tendency to prioritize abstract principles over emotional connection. Navigating these dualities will be a defining task for humanity as we embrace this new epoch. In many ways, the age of Aquarius is a call to action. It invites us to rethink our values, adapt to new realities, and co-create a future that reflects the best of what humanity can achieve. This age is not just about technological advancements or social revolutions. It is about the evolution of human consciousness itself. By understanding the cosmic forces at play, we can align ourselves with the opportunities and challenges of this transformative era, stepping into the Aquarian age with intention and clarity. Unity in diversity is one of the defining principles of the age of Aquarius, a time when the world is expected to transcend divisions and embrace interconnectedness. At its core, Aquarius embodies the paradoxical ideal of celebrating individuality while fostering collective harmony. This dual focus is not about homogenizing humanity, but rather about creating a world where the uniqueness of each person contributes to the greater good. This chapter explores how this principle might unfold in societal, cultural, and personal realms during the age of Aquarius. The notion of unity and diversity begins with the recognition that humanity shares a common destiny. For millennia, humans have formed tribes, nations, and ideologies that often divide the world into us and them. These divisions, though useful for survival and identity in earlier epochs, have become increasingly untenable in a globalized world. Aquarius, symbolized by the water-bearer pouring out the waters of universal knowledge, represents a shift away from these narrow boundaries toward a broader understanding of interconnectedness. This understanding is not just philosophical, but also practical. As humanity faces global challenges such as climate change, pandemics, and resource scarcity that demand cooperative solutions. One of the most visible manifestations of this Aquarian ideal is the rise of global communication networks. The internet, social media, and other technological innovations have made it possible for people from vastly different backgrounds to connect, share ideas, and collaborate in ways that were unimaginable a few decades ago. These technologies are Aquarian by nature. They are decentralized, empowering, and designed to facilitate the free flow of information. Platforms that amplify diverse voices and promote cross-cultural dialogue embody the spirit of unity in diversity, fostering mutual understanding and reducing the barriers that separate us. Yet, this interconnectedness is not without its challenges. While technology has the potential to unite, it can also deepen divisions. The same platforms that bring people together can become echo chambers, where algorithms reinforce existing biases and create ideological silos. The age of Aquarius invites us to use these tools wisely, recognizing their power to either unite or divide. To truly achieve unity in diversity, humanity must develop the discernment to navigate these technologies in ways that promote inclusion rather than exclusion. Beyond technology, the Aquarian age also promises a shift in how societies approach governance and organization. Traditional hierarchies and centralized power structures, hallmarks of the Piscean age, are increasingly being questioned. Movements advocating for social justice, participatory democracy, and community-driven initiatives reflect a growing desire for systems that are more equitable and inclusive. Aquarius is an air sign, associated with intellectual clarity and innovation, suggesting that future governance will prioritize collaboration, transparency, and the collective good over authoritarianism or individual gain. This transformation is already visible in the rise of grassroots movements that emphasize local action while thinking globally. Environmental groups, human rights organizations, and community cooperatives are examples of how individuals and small groups can come together to address issues that affect everyone. These movements are inherently Aquarian. They value individual contributions while recognizing the need for collective effort. They also highlight the importance of diversity, as solutions often emerge from the blending of different perspectives and experiences. Culturally, the age of Aquarius is expected to bring a renaissance of creativity and expression that celebrates diversity. In an interconnected world, cultural exchange has become a vibrant and dynamic force, allowing traditions, art forms, and ideas from different parts of the world to influence and enrich one another. This cross-pollination fosters a deeper appreciation of the unique contributions each culture offers, while also encouraging the emergence of new, hybrid forms of expression. Music, cuisine, fashion, and storytelling are all areas where this blending of influences can create something truly universal, yet deeply personal. Education will play a crucial role in fostering unity and diversity. The Aquarian approach to learning emphasizes curiosity, critical thinking, and the cultivation of a global perspective. Schools and institutions are already moving away from rote memorization and rigid curricula toward more flexible, interdisciplinary approaches that encourage students to explore their interests and develop a sense of global citizenship. Technology, once again, plays a pivotal role, making it possible for people in remote areas to access high-quality education and for learners everywhere to connect with peers from different parts of the world. Spirituality in the age of Aquarius also reflects this theme of unity and diversity. Traditional religions, often rooted in specific cultural contexts, are giving way to more individualized and eclectic spiritual practices. People are increasingly drawn to paths that honor personal experiences and integrate teachings from multiple traditions. This shift does not mean the abandonment of organized religion, but rather a broadening of perspectives that allows for greater inclusivity and dialogue. The rise of interfaith movements and the blending of scientific understanding with spiritual wisdom exemplify this trend, highlighting a growing recognition that truth can be approached from many angles. At the heart of this transformation is the recognition of humanity's shared humanity. The age of Aquarius challenges us to move beyond superficial differences such as race, nationality, and belief systems to see the common threads that bind us all. This does not mean erasing these differences, but rather valuing them as essential aspects of the human tapestry. By honoring both individuality and interconnectedness, humanity can create a world where diversity is not merely tolerated, but celebrated as a source of strength and creativity. However, achieving this vision requires effort and vigilance. The shadow side of Aquarius includes detachment and an overemphasis on abstraction, which can lead to a lack of empathy or a failure to address the emotional and relational aspects of human experience. Unity in diversity cannot be achieved through intellectual ideals alone. It must be grounded in compassion, understanding, and a willingness to listen and learn from one another. This is the challenge of the Aquarian age, to balance the mind's clarity with the heart's wisdom. The principle of unity in diversity also extends to our relationship with the natural world. Aquarius calls us to recognize that humanity is not separate from the Earth, but an integral part of its ecosystem. The environmental movement, with its emphasis on sustainability, biodiversity, and the interconnectedness of all life, embodies this Aquarian perspective. By embracing ecological awareness, humanity can learn to live in harmony with nature, honoring the diversity of species and ecosystems that sustain life on our planet. In this way, the Age of Aquarius offers a profound opportunity for transformation. It invites us to reimagine what it means to be human in a world that is both interconnected and diverse. By embracing this vision, we can move toward a future where individuality and unity coexist, where diversity is a source of strength rather than division, and where humanity fulfills its potential as a creative, compassionate, and collaborative species. This journey is not just about adapting to change, it is about consciously shaping the future in alignment with the highest ideals of the Aquarian age. The Age of Aquarius is synonymous with innovation, both technological and intellectual, as humanity steps into an era of unprecedented progress and exploration. Ruled by Uranus, the planet of invention, disruption, and enlightenment, Aquarius signifies a time when the barriers of the past dissolve, making way for breakthroughs that redefine the very fabric of society. This chapter delves into the transformative potential of the Aquarian age, examining how revolutionary technologies and ideas could shape the world in ways that are as inspiring as they are challenging. At the heart of Aquarian innovation lies the pursuit of knowledge and its application for the greater good. This pursuit is not driven solely by economic gain or personal ambition, but by a collective desire to improve the human condition. The technologies of the Aquarian age, from artificial intelligence and quantum computing to renewable energy and biotechnology, embody this ethos. These advancements have the potential to solve some of humanity's most pressing problems, including climate change, disease, and inequality, while also raising profound questions about ethics, identity, and the nature of progress itself. One of the most prominent areas of innovation is artificial intelligence, AI. In many ways, AI reflects the quintessential qualities of Aquarius: intellectual brilliance, adaptability, and a capacity for creating systems that transcend human limitations. AI has already transformed industries such as healthcare, education, and transportation, offering solutions that were once the stuff of science fiction. For instance, machine learning algorithms are being used to diagnose diseases with remarkable accuracy, predict natural disasters, and optimize energy usage in smart cities. These advancements are not merely incremental. They represent paradigm shifts that could redefine how we live and interact with the world. However, the rapid rise of AI also poses significant challenges. The automation of jobs, concerns over privacy, and the potential misuse of AI for surveillance or warfare highlight the darker side of technological progress. These issues underscore the importance of ethical frameworks that guide the development and deployment of AI in ways that align with the humanitarian ideals of Aquarius. The question is not whether these technologies should exist, but how they can be harnessed to benefit all of humanity rather than a select few. Space exploration is another domain where the Aquarian spirit of innovation shines brightly. The past few decades have witnessed a renewed interest in the cosmos, driven by both government agencies and private enterprises. Projects such as Mars colonization, asteroid mining, and the search for extraterrestrial life reflect humanity's enduring curiosity and ambition. Aquarius, associated with visionary thinking and boundary-breaking endeavors, encourages us to look beyond Earth and consider our place in the universe. The expansion into space is not just a technological challenge but a philosophical one, raising questions about stewardship, cooperation, and the ethics of interplanetary exploration. Aquarius also governs the realm of renewable energy and environmental technology, which are critical for addressing the global climate crisis. As humanity becomes more aware of its impact on the planet, the demand for sustainable solutions grows. Innovations in solar power, wind energy, and energy storage systems are not only reducing our dependence on fossil fuels, but also democratizing access to energy. Decentralized energy grids, powered by blockchain technology, allow communities to generate and distribute electricity locally, embodying the Aquarian ideals of self-sufficiency and collective empowerment. Biotechnology is another field poised for revolutionary breakthroughs in the Aquarian age. Advances in gene editing, personalized medicine, and synthetic biology hold the promise of eradicating diseases, extending human lifespan, and even enhancing physical and cognitive abilities. These developments challenge our understanding of what it means to be human, blurring the boundaries between biology and technology. Aquarius, with its affinity for innovation and reimagining norms, invites us to explore these possibilities while grappling with their ethical implications. For example, the ability to edit genes raises questions about equity, access, and the potential for unintended consequences. The Aquarian age is not limited to technological innovation. It also heralds a transformation in the way we think and approach knowledge. Traditional hierarchies of education and expertise are giving way to more inclusive and collaborative models. Online platforms, open-source software, and virtual learning environments make knowledge accessible to anyone with an internet connection. This democratization of information empowers individuals to learn, create, and innovate on their own terms, fostering a culture of curiosity and lifelong learning. In the realm of intellectual innovation, the Aquarian age emphasizes interdisciplinary thinking and the integration of diverse perspectives. The problems of the modern world are complex and interconnected, requiring solutions that draw on multiple fields of knowledge. Aquarius inspires us to break down the silos that separate disciplines, encouraging collaboration between scientists, artists, philosophers, and policymakers. This holistic approach not only enhances creativity, but also ensures that innovations are grounded in ethical and social considerations. Aquarian innovation extends to social structures as well. The hierarchical models of the past, which concentrated power and decision-making in the hands of a few, are increasingly being replaced by decentralized and participatory systems. Technologies such as blockchain and decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, exemplify this shift, enabling transparent and equitable governance. These systems reflect the Aquarian values of fairness, accountability, and collective responsibility, offering new ways to organize and empower communities. While the potential for innovation in the Aquarian age is boundless, it is essential to acknowledge the challenges and risks that come with such rapid transformation. Technological advancements often outpace societal understanding and regulation, creating gaps that can be exploited or lead to unintended consequences. The shadow side of Aquarius, characterized by detachment and over-reliance on abstract principles, reminds us of the importance of balancing progress with empathy and humanity. Another challenge is ensuring that the benefits of innovation are distributed equitably. The Aquarian age aspires to a world where technology and knowledge empower everyone, yet disparities in access to resources and education persist. Bridging these gaps requires intentional effort and collaboration, as well as policies that prioritize inclusivity and social justice. The Age of Aquarius invites us to reimagine not only what is possible, but also what is desirable. It challenges us to question the assumptions and priorities that have guided humanity thus far, and to envision a future that aligns with our highest ideals. This process requires courage, creativity, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. The breakthroughs of this era will not come solely from technological advances, but from the collective shift in consciousness that allows us to see the world, and ourselves, in new ways. Ultimately, the innovation of the Aquarian Age is not just about solving problems or achieving progress. It is about creating a world that reflects the interconnectedness and diversity of life itself. By aligning our ingenuity with the principles of compassion, inclusivity, and sustainability, we can transform the challenges of this era into opportunities for growth and discovery. The Age of Aquarius is a call to action, inviting humanity to step into its role as a co-creator of its destiny, guided by the stars and inspired by the boundless potential of the human spirit. The Age of Aquarius represents a profound shift in humanity's relationship with spirituality, reflecting a move away from traditional, hierarchical systems of belief toward a more individualized, inclusive, and interconnected approach. This transformation does not signify the end of religion or spirituality, but a reimagining of how we seek and experience the divine. The Piscean Age, which emphasized faith, sacrifice, and devotion, often placed spiritual authority in the hands of external figures or institutions. In contrast, the Aquarian Age encourages humanity to look inward, explore diverse paths, and embrace a collective understanding of consciousness that transcends traditional boundaries. At its core, the Aquarian approach to spirituality is marked by a synthesis of science, mysticism, and personal experience. The dichotomy between science and religion that characterized much of the modern era is beginning to dissolve as both fields explore the same fundamental questions. What is the nature of reality? What connects all living beings? Where do we come from, and what is our purpose? Quantum physics, neuroscience, and cosmology are uncovering phenomena that echo ancient spiritual teachings, such as the interconnectedness of all things, the fluidity of time, and the creative power of consciousness. This convergence invites a deeper exploration of the universe, blending empirical inquiry with spiritual insight. One of the most significant changes in the Aquarian Age is the decentralization of spiritual authority. Traditional religions often placed sacred texts, leaders, or rituals at the center of spiritual life, requiring followers to adhere to prescribed doctrines. While these structures provided a sense of community and guidance, they also limited personal exploration and excluded those who did not fit within their frameworks. In the Aquarian Age, spirituality becomes a more personal and experiential journey. Individuals are encouraged to seek their own truths, drawing from a wide range of teachings, practices, and philosophies. This shift has given rise to what many call the spiritual but not religious movement. People are increasingly rejecting rigid dogmas in favor of a more fluid and inclusive approach to spirituality. Practices such as meditation, yoga, breathwork, and mindfulness have become mainstream, offering tools for self-discovery and inner peace that are accessible to everyone, regardless of religious affiliation. These practices reflect the Aquarian values of self-empowerment, adaptability, and holistic well-being. They emphasize the importance of personal experience and direct connection with the divine, rather than reliance on intermediaries. The Aquarian Age also fosters a global perspective on spirituality. As the world becomes more interconnected, people have unprecedented access to the wisdom of diverse traditions, from indigenous shamanism and Eastern philosophies to mystical branches of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. This cross-pollination of ideas enriches spiritual practice, allowing individuals to draw from multiple sources and create paths that resonate with their unique needs and experiences. This global approach also promotes greater understanding and respect among different spiritual communities, reducing the barriers that have historically divided humanity. One of the most intriguing aspects of Aquarian spirituality is its emphasis on collective consciousness. Aquarius is associated with networks, systems, and the idea that individuals are interconnected parts of a greater whole. This perspective aligns with ancient spiritual teachings about unity and the oneness of all life. In the Aquarian age, this understanding is not only philosophical, but also practical. Technologies such as the internet and social media illustrate how deeply interconnected humanity has become, enabling people to share ideas, collaborate, and support one another across vast distances. On a spiritual level, this interconnectedness inspires movements focused on collective healing, global meditation events, and efforts to raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. Aquarian spirituality also incorporates a growing recognition of the Earth as sacred. The environmental movement, with its emphasis on sustainability and harmony with nature, reflects a spiritual awakening to humanity's role as stewards of the planet. Practices such as eco-spirituality, forest bathing, and ceremonies honoring the cycles of the Earth demonstrate a renewed appreciation for the natural world and its profound connection to human life. This alignment with nature mirrors the Aquarian archetype of balance between individuality and collective responsibility, reminding humanity that its well-being is intertwined with that of the planet. A hallmark of Aquarian spirituality is its embrace of innovation and technology as tools for spiritual growth. Virtual reality, wearable devices, and apps designed for meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection are making it easier for people to integrate spiritual practices into their daily lives. These technologies offer personalized guidance, track progress, and even create immersive experiences that mimic traditional spiritual rituals. For instance, virtual reality can transport users to serene landscapes for meditation, while AI-driven platforms can tailor spiritual teachings to an individual's preferences and needs. The integration of technology and spirituality also extends to the exploration of altered states of consciousness. The Aquarian age has seen a resurgence of interest in practices that expand perception, such as lucid dreaming, breathwork, and the responsible use of plant medicines like ayahuasca and psilocybin. These practices, often rooted in ancient traditions, are being studied scientifically for their potential to heal trauma, alleviate mental health issues, and provide profound spiritual insights. The combination of ancient wisdom and modern research exemplifies the Aquarian synthesis of past and future. Another significant theme of Aquarian spirituality is inclusivity. The rigid gender roles and patriarchal structures that have dominated many religious traditions are giving way to more inclusive and egalitarian perspectives. The divine feminine, long suppressed in many cultures, is being reclaimed and celebrated alongside the divine masculine, reflecting a balance that honors the full spectrum of human experience. LGBTQ+ individuals are finding spaces within spiritual communities that affirm their identities and recognize their contributions to the collective spiritual journey. Despite its promise, the Aquarian approach to spirituality is not without challenges. The freedom to explore diverse paths can sometimes lead to confusion or superficial engagement with spiritual practices. The shadow side of Aquarius, characterized by detachment and intellectualization, may result in a tendency to approach spirituality as a mental exercise rather than a deeply embodied experience. Additionally, the commodification of spiritual practices, turning ancient rituals into trendy products or services, risks diluting their meaning and authenticity. To navigate these challenges, the Aquarian age calls for discernment, humility, and a commitment to authenticity. True spiritual growth requires depth, intention, and a willingness to engage with the unknown. It also requires community, as the Aquarian archetype reminds us that individual enlightenment is inseparable from collective well-being. Spiritual practices that emphasize connection, compassion, and service to others align with the highest ideals of the Aquarian age. Ultimately, the spirituality of the Aquarian age is about transformation of individuals, communities, and the world. It invites humanity to move beyond fear, division, and limitation, and step into a higher consciousness that embraces unity, diversity, and possibility. By blending ancient wisdom with modern innovation, honoring both personal experience and collective insight, and balancing individuality with interconnectedness, the Aquarian Age offers a vision of spirituality that is expansive, inclusive, and profoundly liberating. It is a call to awaken, not just as individuals but as a species, to the infinite potential of the human spirit. The Age of Aquarius is often associated with optimism, innovation, and the promise of a better future. But it is essential to recognize that every era comes with its challenges. The transformative energies of Aquarius are not inherently benevolent or harmful. Their impact depends on how humanity chooses to engage with them. As we navigate this new epoch, we must confront the potential pitfalls and complexities that accompany the rapid evolution of society, technology, and consciousness. This chapter explores these challenges, emphasizing the importance of awareness and collective action in shaping a future that aligns with the highest ideals of the Aquarian Age. One of the most significant challenges of the Aquarian Age is the potential for over-reliance on technology. Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, is closely associated with invention and progress, and this era has already ushered in extraordinary advancements in artificial intelligence, automation, and digital connectivity. While these technologies have the potential to revolutionize industries, enhance quality of life, and address global problems, they also pose risks that cannot be ignored. The increasing automation of jobs threatens to displace millions of workers, creating economic inequality and social instability. Surveillance technologies, though useful for security, raise concerns about privacy and individual freedoms. The rise of algorithms and data-driven decision-making can exacerbate biases and erode personal agency. These issues highlight the shadow side of Aquarius: detachment, depersonalization, and an overemphasis on systems and abstractions at the expense of human connection. In a world dominated by technology, there is a risk of losing sight of what makes us uniquely human: our capacity for empathy, creativity, and emotional depth. The challenge for humanity in the Aquarian Age is to integrate technology in ways that enhance rather than diminish our shared humanity. This requires thoughtful regulation, ethical frameworks, and a commitment to prioritizing human well-being over profit or efficiency. Another challenge is the potential for ideological polarization and fragmentation. While Aquarius values diversity and individual expression, it also has a tendency toward rebellion and idealism. In an age where information flows freely and people can connect across boundaries, there is also a risk of entrenching divisions. Social media, while a powerful tool for communication and collaboration, can also amplify echo chambers, spread misinformation, and fuel conflicts. The proliferation of competing ideologies, each claiming to represent the truth, can lead to fragmentation rather than unity. To navigate this challenge, humanity must cultivate discernment and critical thinking. The Aquarian Age calls for a balance between honoring diverse perspectives and finding common ground. It also requires a commitment to dialogue, empathy, and the recognition that no single ideology or belief system holds all the answers. The ability to engage in constructive conversations and bridge divides is essential for building a world that reflects the collective ideals of Aquarius. The environmental crisis is another pressing challenge of the Aquarian Age. While this era emphasizes innovation and sustainability, humanity continues to grapple with the consequences of industrialization, overconsumption, and environmental degradation. Climate change, deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and pollution are global problems that require immediate and coordinated action. The Aquarian archetype of interconnectedness reminds us that the health of the planet is inseparable from the well-being of humanity, yet achieving this balance is no small task. Addressing the environmental crisis requires more than technological solutions. It demands a fundamental shift in values and priorities. The Age of Aquarius challenges humanity to move beyond the Piscean focus on materialism and consumption and embrace a more holistic approach to life. This includes rethinking our relationship with nature, adopting sustainable practices, and fostering a sense of stewardship for future generations. The rise of environmental movements, renewable energy technologies, and community-driven conservation efforts reflects the potential for positive change, but these initiatives must be scaled and sustained to make a lasting impact. Another challenge is the risk of detachment and isolation in the pursuit of individuality. Aquarius values personal freedom and self-expression, but these qualities can sometimes lead to a sense of alienation or disconnection from others. In an era where traditional social structures and norms are breaking down, there is a risk of losing the sense of community and belonging that has been a cornerstone of human society. The rise of virtual interactions and remote lifestyles, while offering flexibility and convenience, can also exacerbate feelings of loneliness and detachment. To counteract this, the Aquarian Age calls for the creation of new forms of community that honor individuality while fostering connection. These communities may be less rooted in geography and more based on shared values, interests, and goals. The emphasis on collaboration and collective action in the Aquarian archetype offers a roadmap for building networks of support and solidarity, even in a rapidly changing world. The challenges of the Aquarian Age also extend to the realm of spirituality and consciousness. While this era encourages exploration and innovation, it also presents the risk of superficial engagement with spiritual practices. The commodification of spirituality, where ancient traditions are packaged and sold as consumer products, can dilute their depth and authenticity. Additionally, the emphasis on individualism can sometimes lead to a focus on personal growth at the expense of collective well-being. Navigating these challenges requires a commitment to integrity and authenticity in spiritual practice. The Aquarian Age invites humanity to move beyond superficial trends and engage deeply with the questions of meaning, purpose, and interconnectedness. It also calls for a balance between personal transformation and service to others, recognizing that individual and collective growth are intertwined. Perhaps the most profound challenge of the Aquarian Age is the task of integrating rapid change without losing sight of enduring values. This era is marked by constant innovation, disruption, and redefinition of norms, which can create a sense of instability and uncertainty. The shadow side of Aquarius includes a tendency toward idealism and impatience, which can make it difficult to navigate the complexities of real-world problems. Balancing the visionary qualities of Aquarius with pragmatism and groundedness is essential for creating lasting and meaningful progress. Ultimately, the challenges of the Aquarian Age are not obstacles to be feared, but opportunities for growth and transformation. They invite humanity to confront its limitations, question its assumptions, and rise to the occasion with courage, creativity, and compassion. By addressing these challenges with intention and awareness, humanity can align with the highest potentials of the Aquarian Age, a world that values diversity, innovation, and interconnectedness, while honoring the sacredness of life. The Age of Aquarius is a time of great promise, but its fulfillment depends on our ability to navigate its complexities with wisdom and care. It is a call to awaken to the interconnectedness of all things, to embrace change with an open heart, and to co-create a future that reflects the best of what humanity can be. In rising to meet the challenges of this era, we not only shape the world around us, but also evolve as individuals and as a collective, stepping into the infinite possibilities of this transformative age.